We have incandescence inside the crater, guys. One of South America's most dangerous volcanoes is glowing again. This is Villarrica in southern Chile that we have to look at because the danger that is present right now is not what you might think. We're dealing with a beautiful looking snow-covered volcano above tourist towns, lakes, ski areas, and thousands of people. So the real danger here is not just lava coming out of the crater. It's what happens when hot volcanic material meets snow, ice, rain, and steep valleys as well. So Villarica can generate fast volcanic mud flows that are called lahars, walls of water, ash, rock, ice, and debris that can race down the mountain slope faster than people can escape. You cannot outrun this within minutes. It can reach the towns and the people. And now the authorities have confirmed that something important is happening, that cameras have detected incandescence inside the crater, basically a regular fumarole, increased thermal radiation, and small low energy explosions at the surface. While the alert of the volcano is still green, that is not what we're interested here right now, because that is exactly why this is concerning. Might sound weird, but hear me out. Because Villarica does not need to produce a giant eruption to become so dangerous. So whether the alert is green when it comes to an eruption is not really the topic right now. It only needs the wrong burst of heat, ash, or melting ice that is all around it, and the valleys below become the path, the dangerous path. Because what we're dealing with here, the Villarrica volcano, is not just a normal mountain. It's one of Chile's most active volcanoes, and it's sitting between the regions of La Orantia and Los Rios near Pucón, Villarrica, Conaripe, and several other lake communities, and it's quite tall. It rises roughly 2,820 meters. That's almost 10,000 feet above sea level. And the reason scientists take it so seriously is very, very simple. Villarica is open, it's active, it's steep, it's icy, and it is surrounded by people. That's the risk. That's why I was recently talking about America's most dangerous volcano that you might not know that it is, Mount Rainier in Washington. I'll put that video in the end screen. You have to see that. So authorities say the volcano has one of the strongest historical eruption records in all of South America, and its summit contains an important glacier system, around 30 square kilometers of ice. That is equal to roughly 4 cubic kilometers of water. That is the key. Ice can turn a volcanic eruption into a completely different kind of disaster. When hot material comes out of the crater, when there's an eruption or something, it can melt snow and ice extremely fast, and that water then mixes with stuff that is already lying around on the volcano, ash, loose volcanic rock, soil, and debris, and then it pours into the valley as a lahar. And a lahar is absolutely not a normal flood. It's way heavier, it's thicker, darker, and far more destructive. It can pick up huge boulders, can tear out trees, can bury roads, can destroy bridges, and it does not spread evenly across a map. It follows channels, rivers, ravines, and low ground. And that's why Villarica is so dangerous for these nearby population centers. So the communities below are not just near the volcano. Many of them are connected to it by valleys and drainage routes. So if a serious eruptive pulse sends hot material onto the snow and ice that is currently there, the danger can move far beyond just the crater. And that's the problem with this current activity, why that is so unusual. We know Villarica has often persistent activity because it has an open conduit and it has a lava lake style system up there. So the scientists that are locally there and that are studying Villarica, they describe it as a volcano where gas, heat, and magma can move continuously through the conduit. But when that system starts showing more frequent crater glow, like now, higher thermal signal, more gas, small surface explosions, it means the shallow system is more exposed, but also more energetic. So, of course, that does not mean automatically that we have a major eruption coming or anything, right? But that does mean that the volcano is not asleep either. So, for Villarica, even moderate explosions can matter. Rainier doesn't need to do anything, and it can send these very, very catastrophic lahars into population centers of more than 100,000, 50 people that would be at direct risk. So the important thing is not only the size of the eruption, but where the heat lands, the heat that it's producing right now. A short explosive burst can throw hot fragments around the crater of that volcano. Ash, it can fall onto snow. A lava fountain can rapidly melt ice, and suddenly we're not only talking about the crater, we're talking about the valleys below that become the story then. This volcano is not identical with Mount Rainier, but they have both the same terrifying population problem. A glacier-covered active volcano above densely inhabited valleys. And here at Villarica, that volcano is far more frequently active. That is a dangerous combination. Frequent activity, steep slopes, snow and ice, tourism, towns, roads, rivers. And people are living so close enough that the warning time really, really matters. Pucón is only about 15 kilometers or 9 miles from the summit area. That is close, guys. That is very close. And Villarica is not a volcano where people can wait until lava reaches their street. Not at all. Lahar danger is absolutely different. It can travel along drainage routes while the eruption itself is still confined in the upper volcano. We can already have the catastrophe far below. So someone that is far from the crater can still be in the path of the real hazard there. Once a lahar begins, the volcano is no longer the only problem. Gravity becomes a dangerous and fast engine. So the next danger threshold here would be a stronger increase in explosions, sustained ash emission, lava fountaining, a clear rise in volcanic tremor, stronger gas output, or any sign that hot material, which is the biggest problem, is escaping the crater and interacting with snow and ice. This current glow is very, very important. It may stay small, it may calm down. But if there is any escalation at Villarica, the most important part, remember that, is not what's coming up into the sky, it's what's racing down. I will watch that for you guys and check out what's going on with Mount Rainier, because that can send stuff into regions within minutes where you probably wouldn't know that this is the case. So check it out. I have detailed lahar maps. You really need to know that. Bye-bye.